Welcome to the City Show. Pat O'Melia here, your concerned resident of the fine cities of Jersey City and Toms River and wherever else we are. We're live to you via Comcast, channel 190, livestream.com. Download the app. There's a lot of programming on Livestream besides just me. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Love us, like us, all that sort of stuff. We're going to do our COVID-19 update today. And we're working on doing a daily. We're seeing if we can get some airtime and cooperation through all the hospitals that we need to deal with so we can bring you up-to-date information as it affects Hudson County. And I'm going to probably talk with Mo Hill and Toms River about also doing Ocean County. Today we're going to talk again, like COVID-19. We're going to talk about what's going to happen tomorrow on April the 1st. There hasn't been any mortgage waiving or rent waiving, but I have spoken to Mayor Fulop concerning that today. Trump, president, was going to quarantine New York City, New Jersey, and Connecticut, and believe me, he was going to do that. He was talking about the exemptions until somebody got a hold of him and said, let's hold off on this. But was he wrong? Should we have done that? That's what we'll discuss today. And then we're going to talk about lessons learned. What are we taking away from the coronavirus? What can we apply to the future? Right from the start, we better think about bringing manufacturing back to the United States so we can be in control of these very important items that we need for our frontline people and our medical personnel, from masks to ventilators. These are all the things we'll be discussing. Tell your friends, tune in. Like I said, we're live on all our streaming networks, and we'll be right back. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights. Your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments. Carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants. All major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712. The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together. We're back. You're watching The City Show. Pat O'Melia here, your concerned resident. That's why you watch the show, and we try to keep you informed, maybe even entertain you a little bit. All right, COVID-19, our daily update here. I cannot emphasize this enough. It's not the bubonic plague, it's a virus. And it's a virus most people will get and not even realize they have it. They'll walk through this. This morning I've been taking my temperature. Well, my wife takes my temperature every morning, 97.7. Yeah, I'm trying to practice safe distancing. It's a little tough when you're in the supermarkets, but yeah, you can control that environment. I actually even they were on sale at ShopRite, a box of gloves. I got the gloves. Stimulus. Now, even before we get to the raw numbers of COVID-19, stimulus checks are going to come out. If you receive a direct deposit from the IRS for your returns, you will be first in line. If you have to have a check sent to you, you're probably last in line. But we'll get into that later on in the show. We have some of that, but checks should be coming out in about 3 weeks. April 1st is coming. Things are going to get interesting. We'll talk about that further in the show. Let's get to the numbers. Worldwide right now, with the coronavirus, you got 806,080 people affected. Dead, 39,575. Recovered, and this is a positive number, 172,473. The United States, we have 164,772 cases. There have been 3,165 deaths related to the coronavirus, and a lot of underlying medical issues along with that, and recovered 5,534. Now, testing is starting to really expand. We got a lot of testing sites in New Jersey. They're testing all over, so cases are going to go up. Mortality numbers will go down. Hopefully, we'll beat this thing in a short span of time. President Trump has extended the coronavirus rules till the 30th of April. New Jersey, we have 18,696 cases. We have lost 267 people due to complications from the coronavirus. I cannot emphasize this enough. As of today, 96% of the cases have been classified as mild. 4% serious or critical. Now, the 18,696 cases, remember, we have a population of 9 million, probably closer to 11 million with people who are here visiting, they're here for work, that sort of thing. In Hudson County, my home county, we have 1,314 cases. Ocean County, where we are broadcasting today in the Ready to Roll studios, Ocean County has 874 cases. Bergen County has 2,482. I was talking to Mayor Fulop this morning, the mayor of Jersey City. Jersey City has 820 cases right now, and 6 people have died. One was a city worker, who I believe was doing security at one of the hospitals, Christ Hospital. Jersey City has testing sites. We'll get into the testing sites, but right now they're pretty much dedicated to frontline people, and that includes supermarket workers. New York City had 38,087 cases, dead 914. The entire state of New York has 75,795 cases with 1,550 dead. New York City is the epicenter. That is where things are getting truly interesting there. And in the show, as we go on, we're going to talk about what precautions should be taken. The Comfort, the naval ship, the hospital ship Comfort has docked in New York. It is a huge ship, and you've probably seen that on the news. There are 1,000 hospital beds. There are 12 operating rooms there. And what they're going to do, they're going to take all non-coronavirus patients there, freeing up the hospitals. Now, the hospital stays in New York City, they're not doubling as they had before, where they would double in a day. Now they're like doubling every 6 days. So there is light at the end of this tunnel. How long it will take us to get to the end of that tunnel is another story. But we have a situation in New Jersey in particular, especially in my home county, Hudson County, of our proximity to New York City. And that's one of the things we'll be discussing. But I cannot emphasize this enough. 96% of the cases are mild, and you can practice that. You know, we got the symptoms that you can, I'll read them later on. I don't have them here in front of me. Basically, it's the runny nose, it's the cough, it's the fever, there we are, runny nose, cough, fever, difficulty breathing, loss of appetite and taste, and loss of taste and smell. And if you have type A blood, be extra careful, because there's not a lot of data on this, but you may be more susceptible to coronavirus than others. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer a Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport, live like you want.
We're back. You're watching The City Show. Want you to show you this map before we get into the other details of the day. This is the most up-to-date map we have on the spread of the coronavirus. As you can see, New York, New Jersey, big red dot there. And it's now starting to migrate its way across the United States. But it kind of takes a break when you get into the Midwest there until you get back to the West Coast. Just want to put the testing centers up here in New Jersey, the ones we know about. Mike, can you put them up on the screen? PNC Art Center, that one is closed today. Bergen County Community College, Hudson Regional and Secaucus, Riverside Medical Group and Secaucus, Winnipack Park in Newark, William Patterson University, and Passaic. Bayonne Medical Center at Aham Stadium, they're doing the testing there. Ocean County Community College is opened up in Toms River. And in Jersey City, you have the old DPW site on Route 440 and fire headquarters on Marin Boulevard. But as of right now, they're testing the frontline people, supermarket workers, first responders, that sort of thing. All right, on a sad note, a friend of mine passed on over the weekend, John Seborowski. Many of you know him in Jersey City from our Jersey City Best Christmas Decorated contest, where John, I believe, he was a 14-time winner. He was 71 years old. He passed on suddenly, not from the coronavirus. One of the greatest guys I've ever met in Jersey City and a true treasure of Jersey City. He will be missed, and I am very happy I brought him in for the last Christmas special. John had sold this house. He wasn't decorating anymore, but he had a message for the people who still work. Can we see that, Mike?
Hi, John Seborowski here from Jersey City. I'm here to wish everyone a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, all the holidays, and talk to the house decorators. This year I will be out of the competition, so I'm opening it up to everyone. Hopefully, we do some good things out there. I know some of the repeat people, and I hope you do come through with it. And if anyone wants to contact me, I have some decorations I can make available to you. And if you need some help, we'll see what we can do for you. And wishing everyone good luck. I've had 12 years in a row with Pat's competition here, so I'm turning the baton over to someone, hopefully. Good luck to everyone.
We're back. John, rest in peace. And if you notice that little teddy bear on that antique radio, John gave me that. I was looking at it this morning. Truly a tremendous loss for the city of Jersey City. Tomorrow is the 1st, and things are going to get interesting all over because so many people are out of work now. Your mortgage payments probably are due on the 1st. Your rent is due on the 1st. Car cable, your car insurance, your car payments, your cell phone, your health insurance, all these are coming due. Now, Governor Murphy has said he had spoken to many of the financial institutions about a grace period on mortgage payments that they would add to the end, but he threw this little caveat at the end of it. It all depends on your relationship with the bank. So we have nothing mandated. I know Cuomo tried to do something in New York about mandating it. Right now, nothing is mandated. The problem with waiving the mortgage payments is included in that is your real estate taxes, in a lot of cases, insurance. I spoke with Mayor Fulop this morning on what he has up his sleeve to soften the blow come tomorrow, when the rents are due, he is working on something. He said he didn't want to divulge it yet. I had recommended, can we do something a buck for a buck with a landlord? We'll waive $1 worth of real estate taxes for every $1 you waive on a rent. You can't waive all the rent, but maybe you can do half of it, 50%. Like I said, you're going to get a stimulus check pretty soon. If you're on direct deposit, you're going to get it within 3 to 4 weeks. If you get it mailed to you, your tax return, they're going to set up a website. It's not set up yet. You'll be able to apply. We're probably about 3 weeks, 4 weeks away, the earliest. Unless you owe child support, you're going to get a check or a direct deposit. Doesn't matter if you owe taxes, you owe medical bills, you got a lien on you, whatever the case is, unless you owe child support, you're going to get a check. So, and it's $1,200. I think the max is like $3,400 if you have children. That sounds like a lot until you got a mortgage payment, rents, car insurance, telephone, cable, health insurance, all these things. That's where it gets interesting. Chances are the government would step in and waive medical insurance for right now and push that back because a lot of that is controlled by the government now. These are the things that have to be addressed, and unfortunately, they're not going to be addressed by tomorrow when all these bills come due. So hopefully you got a little nest egg. I know small business is getting wrapped over this, and unfortunately a lot of small business won't come back. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Pinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintoproperties.com. Pinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Most women who give birth recover without problems, but any woman can have complications after the birth of a baby. Learn the post-birth warning signs, such as fever, headache, chest pain, shortness of breath, increased bleeding, or thoughts of hurting yourself or someone else. Knowing these can save your life or the life of someone that you love. Trust your instincts. If you feel something is wrong, call and get evaluated by your healthcare provider. If your symptoms get worse or you do not hear back from your physician, call 911 or go to the nearest emergency room.
RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
We're back. You're watching The City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You're a concerned citizen. That's why you're watching it. Our president was seriously considering quarantining New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. But he backed off on it. He actually had a press conference in Virginia when the Comfort was setting sail, where he was talking about who would be exempt from it, truck drivers over the road, that sort of thing. And I think the 3 governors of the states are, whoa, Nelly, hold on this. But was he right? Should there be a quarantine in place? Let's look at a few things. Look at Jersey City, Hoboken. They got the path, and they got the Holland Tunnel. Now, the Holland Tunnel and the path, it's more the path is a problem. But when you look at some of the other municipalities, North Bergen, Weehawken, Union City, with the Lincoln Tunnel, and many of those people who live in those areas moved there for proximity to New York City, mainly for work. They're going back and forth constantly. That can pose to be a problem when you're going in and out of New York City all the time. Basically, if the wind is right and everybody in New York City exhaled at once, everybody in Hudson County is dead. Simple as that. We need to come up with some sort of a plan here. Now, you see the Escape from New York. That may be what the plan is. And that's from, I think it's a 1982 movie, Escape from New York, with Kurt Russell there, that picture we got there. In Hudson County, you are literally a few hundred yards away from New York City, which is the epicenter. Some precautions need to be taken, like one that I didn't hit that clock there, so I don't know where we are time-wise. Some precaution need to be taken, at least with the trains and the buses and the ferry. probably more the trains and the buses. Trains and the buses are the COVID-19 Express. These are tubes that you're locked in. At least with the cars and trucks coming from the Holland Tunnel and the Lincoln Tunnel and the GW Bridge, at least you're in your own environment. With the trains and the buses, you're open air. You're in those tubes. There's no escape, whether it's a train car or the bus, and pretty much to a degree the ferries, but you could be up on deck. Outside of wearing scuba gear, I don't know how you could protect yourself on a train or the bus. That's where this COVID virus, it's that platform. It's a platform for the COVID virus. All you need is one person sick in there, and you're in a good shot. You've seen the pictures on New York. People are still taking the subway. People are still taking the buses. Now, New Jersey Transit and the MTA and the PATH and all, they're cutting down service. They're working like weekend, holiday hours. But the trains and the buses are still relatively crowded because there's less trains and buses now. So all you need is one person in there, and that whole train could literally, or that bus can literally be affected. So that's what we need to look at. What can you do? Can you suspend bus and train service? You know what? I think that's a consideration because you're seeing more and more coverage of the subways in New York City. I think that's a prelude to them suspending it. Somehow, some way, we need to lessen the travel in and out of New York City. I'm strictly talking from a Hudson County, Jersey City standpoint. These people are going back and forth, whether it's Jersey City, Hoboken people going back and forth, Northburg, whatever the case is, we're going over there, they're coming over here, and that's how we're spreading this. Now, Jersey City alone, I think, has more coronavirus positive tests than most of the states in the United States. Why? Proximity to New York City, the epicenter. So somewhere along the line, we've got to come up with some way of lessening the travel. And the only way I see it's possible of us doing that is by suspending bus and subway service, even if we do it for a couple of weeks. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
You know those times when you need to see the doctor, but you just can't get to the doctor? So where do you go? Go to the App Store, download the Telemed app from RWJ Barnabas Health, and you see the doctor right away. From any mobile device, whenever you want, wherever you are.
Quality care, no appointment necessary. The doctor is online when you download the Telemed app.
Don't you feel better already?
RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
We're back. You're watching The City Show. Before we get into our section of quick hits, Florida, if you travel from New York and New Jersey to Florida, you got to self-quarantine for 14 days. They're stopping you in Georgia to find out where you're from. Rhode Island is now backed off, where they were sending the National Guard and local police to the houses of people in Rhode Island if you had Jersey plates or New York plates sitting in the driveway there. For that matter, there was a situation, it might have been in Rhode Island, somewhere in New York, I think, where it was on some Vineland, Martha's Vineyard, something like that, where these couple of guys were living in a rental unit. They were working on a construction project, and the locals got concerned. They seen the New Jersey plates. They actually cut down a tree to block their driveway so they couldn't get in or out of the rental unit they were in. A lot of overreacting there. But there are concerns, and these concerns are becoming greater and greater, as you've seen in that map that I showed you earlier. You know, if we looked at the first map we used like 3 weeks ago and showed it against the map we have today, because I'm in a different studio, I can't do that, you would see how this is starting to work its way across the United States, but you do see a hell of a gap in the Midwest. So somehow we're jumping over the Midwest and getting to the West Coast, Washington, California, Northern Carolina, California, San Francisco, of course, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Whatever you can do, take whatever precautions like self-distancing, do the best you can at that. Try to be aware of your environment. If you can wear the gloves and the masks, wouldn't hurt. All right, quick hits. Lessons learned. What are we learning from all this coronavirus? Well, one thing is we need to make what we need to stay healthy in the United States. 97% of the antibiotics sold in the United States is manufactured in China. Almost everything seems to be manufactured in China, from the masks we need to the scrubs to whatever the medical supplies are. They are manufactured in China. For that matter, the New York Times on the 29th of March, they did a story, and that's the kind of manufacturing. We need Rosie to rivet it back. New York Times did a story where there are 22 cargo planes coming out of China to the United States packed with medical supplies, packed with masks, packed with scrubs, packed with, gloves, and ventilators. Yes, China's been making the ventilators. Now, you've seen President Trump going after General Motors. I don't know what the deal is with General Motors. They should be happy to do anything the government asks. If you recall, GM went bankrupt in 2008, and they got the big loan from the government to stay afloat. Surprisingly, they had an issue on the price of making ventilators. They should have just made the ventilators. President Trump had to use their actually wartime acts to get General Motors to move. We need to bring that kind of manufacturing back. If we don't learn a lesson from this, that manufacturing, the bulk of what we need, especially what we need to stay healthy, has to be manufactured here. So whatever we need to do to control the cost, that has to be done. We can't be caught short like this. And the reason we are, we shipped everything up. Everything is shipped out, all our manufacturing. That can't happen. And one of the things President Trump did campaign on was bring manufacturing back. Well, we need him to keep that campaign promise, even though he's only got another year to go and he's up for re-election. Well, I tell you, if you're Biden, you're forgotten in all this. All you see is Trump every day. A couple of 3 weeks ago, when it started up, I was talking about protections you need to do to help yourself. Again, the gloves and the mask. One of the things I mentioned was pumping your gas and using your credit card at the gas station. You give your credit card to the gas station attendant, and he puts it in the machine, gives it back. Well, the coronavirus can live for like 72 hours on plastic. Oregon is waived. They were the only other state besides Jersey that forbid you from pumping your own gas. Pump your own gas. If I go to Quick Check when I'm down at Seaside, or I'm at the BP when I'm in Jersey City and Hudson County, I pump my own gas. Probably one of the reasons I'm still healthy. Seaside Heights and Ocean City has banned short-term rentals, basically Airbnbs, trying to prevent people from leaving the northern Jersey and coming down to their shore homes or renting out their shore homes to people who are up in those areas. Toms River, my buddy Mo Hill and the council will take another shot at live streaming their council, doing it virtually. Didn't go too well the last time. We'll see how it goes this time. Like I had told Mo Hill, I said, see what I do? It isn't that easy. And Jersey City will start street sweeping again, which can't be anytime soon because we're looking pretty shabby in Jersey City, especially with the gloves. Hey, people, you take the glove off, put it in a garbage can. Don't throw it out in the street. Even at the supermarket, you're seeing them all over the parking lot. I'm out of time. You be good. You be safe. And again, stay healthy. I'll talk to you later. Good night.